actually met like during COVID year, which was crazy. We've always like known of each other, but we were like the only two that had in-person class together.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, so we were just always in the building. No one else was here. We were always like wandering around making art. And we're both really into fibers, so naturally we would go into like natural dyeing and wanting to learn every process basically.
Yeah, and growing our own fibers.
Yeah.
Both Maggie and Jessie come from image making, so I think Maggie was more interested in printmaking and Jessie was doing a lot of painting. And I think both of them started being very interested in this idea of sustainability and in exploring natural materials.
It's also super satisfying to know that you can make something from plants, like completely from plants. And I don't know, it's a goal of mine to make something like make my own paper, make my own ink, like from the beginning, not have to buy anything.
And you also like you understand why things are the way they are so much better when you make it yourself. Like you understand, oh, this paper is thinner and it's better for this kind of printmaking because the fibers are longer and they're like kinked in a certain way that makes them like mesh together better. Or the ink that I'm using is better for this kind of printmaking because of the oil that I used in it, which comes from this plant. And you become a better artist too.
Yeah.
They did a lot of the research into the ways that we would utilize the plants after harvesting. So everything with processing the flax, for example, was Maggie and Jessie. I can't say exactly what their interests were before that, but I know that this was something new for them and something that they ran with. And that's kind of how I found them to be in all of my work with Maggie and Jessie in particular, is that they learn a new skill and they want to learn everything about it, and then they want to share it with their peers. And that's just super magical and important, I think, to our learning community here.
A big part of our project is working with other people and not pretending that we are inventing things here. Like, there's so many experts that already live in Detroit, which is like an incredible urban farming town. And so we are very ready to listen and pay people for their knowledge.
I think that the one thing that's like different about what we're doing is that it's a cooperative. So we want to not just us build it and then teach people. We want to have everyone just be involved from the beginning. I had a great experience, I think. I learned so much. I think it's what you put into it, really. Like, people will leave and be like, every project we've worked our hearts out, dare I say it. We've asked questions, we've learned a lot. Stop laughing at me, it's true. No, we're just eager, and I think if you're eager, you can just make the most of it. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have like become a fiber artist if I wasn't here. I think everything happens for a reason, you know?